Hey everyone, Brett Gurney here, brettgurney.com. Want to do a training today. Yep, let me fix my thing here. Get rid of this, move this over, and scroll this down. Okay. We're gonna do a training. Mindset for success. The right mindset is crucial to your internet marketing success. And let me definitely turn this Skype down because I think it's about to blow up. I'm part of a really active group here on Skype, and once they get going, once the chatterers get going, it's kind of nonstop for a while, so I know that's pretty distracting. I want to get rid of that. Let me move this. Let me blow this up so I can read it. And the way that I do this, a lot of you are familiar with this, but the way that I do this is I call this a blog post supporting video, okay? Because I reference to a blog post and I video about it. The blog posts I do write, and I get those from trainings that I take and things that I'm learning. Um, In fact, a lot of the stuff that I'm covering now is a section of a training program that we're kind of concentrating on mindset a little bit, and I'm going to talk about this throughout. But I did choose a good, what I think is a good, one of the best. After looking around, I chose a program called Daily Marketing Coach with Ann Sig. I'm not going to talk about that today, but just to tell you that she's really big on mindset training and helping people develop skills, not just the actual hands-on skills. The internet marketing skills, they do that too, but they also teach mindset, personal development um, skill sets, which is so important. And I'm just learning that. So let me get this down here where it needs to be. And let's go. Mindset for success. And the way that I do this, again, is, and I'll start to read it to collect my thoughts, because I didn't even really look at this before I started, so I need to kind of refresh my memory. And I can do this at the same time. So I start to read it a little bit, and then I just sort of expand as I go through the post. Mindset for success is your mindset on obtaining the right mindset for internet marketing success. Well, that's what the training is all about for me anyway. Are you open to exploring or examining options for further developing your thinking? Absolutely, I certainly was, and that's kind of why I went on that search to find a good training, mentoring, coaching program so that I could expand my skills and my mindset into further development. Um, Following someone who has perfected the techniques of internet and attraction marketing can open your mind to great possibilities and create visions of grandeur. Having prospects come to you asking to join your business is enough to get anyone excited. And if that person can do it, then why couldn't I? Well, it's easy when you are hearing it from somebody, well, I should say, when you're hearing it from somebody who's done it and they're telling you about it, sometimes it sounds easier than it is. Um, it's true that, if that person can do it, why, that I could do it, or why couldn't I, or anybody can do it. But we need to put it in perspective. In fact, that's right what it goes into here now. It says, well, you can, anyone can. However, let's put some things into perspective and let's keep ourselves grounded. It might not be as easy as some make it sound. Don't let that stop you. Just know that. Okay, be informed. There's adequate coaching, training, mentoring. It's available for anyone that wants to learn the skills, but it all begins with your mind. Number one, you've got to want to. Okay, you've got to be serious about this. Anybody can do it if they want it. Having the right mindset for internet marketing success is an ongoing skill that requires constant replenishing. It definitely isn't something that you attend a seminar and then learn and then you're done. That's for sure. It is an ongoing process. It's kind of a massaging of the brain. Okay, a continual massaging of the brain. Let's start with what I mentioned above, keeping it in perspective. Creating the illusion that it's easy is something too many in this industry promote. They give people false hopes. Gosh, isn't that the truth? Real unrealistic ideals. The fact is that that vision of firing your boss is great, but if you're going to be serious about this and if you're going to really make this happen, guess what? The new boss, okay, the new boss is going to have to be tougher than the old boss. The new boss is you or me, okay? And and I see so much of this in this industry. We all do. These people that are promoting, um, just get positioned, and it'll magically happen. Get rich quick overnight. Let the system do all the work for you. No sponsoring required. It's not selling, it's sharing. Just get in, and because of the timing and all this stuff. And the fact of the matter is that if we have to make it happen, and there's a lot of habits that we have to form, and a lot of activities that we have to do on a regular, stable basis in order to make this happen. And it's not easy like people make it sound. And the worst thing that you can do is bring somebody in your business after making them think that anyone can do this and that it's easy as pie and all they have to do is plug into this system and it's a done deal. No, you don't want that. You want to train people how to get properly. You want to let people know that there's work involved, that there's action involved, okay, that there's habits that need to be done and daily activities. And let me just finish this where I stopped. Nothing sounds better than that, right? Firing your boss. Yeah, I talked about that. The new boss is going to have to be tougher than the old boss was. I talked about that. We said work, remember? And I like this little list here. Work, dedication, discipline, structure, organization, proper mindset, training, application, action, testing, rinsing, and repeating. Okay, there's a lot involved. Okay, and so it goes. There's more to it. You have to get up in the morning and you have to show up for work, and you got to be ready to rock and roll. Okay, you got to put on your prospecting hat if you're going to be prospecting that day, or you've got to come dressed for the occasion. You got to come with your work boots on. You got to be ready. You got to roll up your sleeves, and you got to go to work. Okay, and you got to have a routine, a daily routine, and you got to develop habits. It gets easier, but in the beginning, I mean, there's, and it goes on to say here, well, but where's my cakewalk? Hey, what was that you were telling me? What about that 5 to 7 hour work week, right? I kept hearing about that. How about the 30-day challenge? 30 days? This system does all the work for you, right? No one told me I was the one that had to make this happen. Wow, but it is up to you. No one else can do it for you. We can help. We can point you in the direction and provide the training, but the rest is on you. This is where the mindset comes in, and it's so crucial. This is definitely, and I got an point in my career where I was stuck. Any of you ever reach that point where you just get stuck? And you just you don't have somebody kicking yourself, and you're finding it hard to kick yourself, and if you were, maybe you just don't know what to do next. So what good would it do if you were kicking yourself? You don't know what to do next. Okay, so training is crucial, but mindset and personal development is so big in this business, because you've got to get yourself in that place, okay, where you're ready to take on what needs to be done. Fact of the matter, you're going to require specific and special skill sets. If you don't have those yet, you're going to have to acquire them. There's a learning curve involved. It's a big one. Let's say it again. To have a successful business, you need specific skill sets. Skill sets that many of us don't know yet what they are. Let me just add this. I'm no expert. I'm in training. I'm passing the torch, and again, it's how I learn. And if I can, pass on what I learned to somebody else and help them, that's fantastic, and it helps me at the same time, because the more I subject myself to the training, the more I write down what I'm learning, the more I blog about what I'm learning, the more I do what I'm doing right now and video about the blogs, and teach it, and then take action, then apply it. The more that I do that, the more I'm learning, and the faster I'm going to get to my goal and to where I want to be. It has been my intention all along to find the right training, the best training I could find, and dive in and share my progress with you. Share with anyone that's interested. I just said that. Okay, and here's just an example. Here's just a small handful of some of those skill sets that are needed. Product management, self-management, self-discipline, prioritizing tasks, focusing on those tasks, measuring results, optimizing on those results, testing your results, knowing how to tweak what you're doing as per the results of the testing. Rinse and repeat, polish it. And a lot of this stuff comes from getting your mind in the right place, okay, which comes from your mindset and training. It says here, today we learned about something called the solution economy. There's things happening now that are creating massive opportunity. That's a big fact. Big changes taking place in so many ways. They are creating vacuums for us all. The small business owner and the internet marketer that can slide into and take over. And basically what this is saying is that in today's day and age, with the internet, with social media, Google's changing and opening up to allow the average person who doesn't have a ton of programming or SEO skills to get ranked in the search engines by simply putting out good content. All of this is creating a vacuum it's creating an opportunity for everyone and for anyone to jump in and to be able to make this happen. There wasn't a time not too long ago where you had to have, you had to know programming and HTML and all this stuff, a different, experience in order to do a lot of the things that we're able to do now, like getting ourselves ranked and getting ourselves branded on the internet, just by doing average everyday things online. Okay, so this has opened up a huge opportunity or a vacuum for the small business owner or the home business owner to step in and kind of take it. Okay, it's up for grabs, and I think that's one of the reasons why I'm here, and that's probably one of the reasons why a lot of you are here, is because you're aware of that now. There is a lot more opportunity now than there was. You got to get your mind set for success. And let me just close with this. Internet marketing is inexpensive, yes, but what expenses you do have is in your education. And when you start making money, you're going to want to continue to invest in your education, because that is what will get you to where you're going, for two reasons. Number one is just so that the know-how, the technical know-how, and so that you know what to do and where to do it and how to perform certain tasks. But not only that, because if you're educated in these things, you can teach others. And this is the whole basis of attraction marketing. Okay, it's kind of what it's all about. Attracting others to you because you're providing good quality content, good material, valuable stuff for people to be able to help them. Okay, and so you want to continue to invest in your education so that you can share that with other people, so that people want to work with you. And when they see you doing that, they will come to you and they will say, I want to work with you because I like what you're doing. You're providing value. You're providing high quality content. You're teaching people how to do things, okay? And so I want to work with you. And that's exactly how this stuff works. Okay, that's what attraction marketing is all about. That's what education marketing is all about. Content marketing is. These are all kind of different, sayings for basically the same thing. Providing good, valuable content so that people want to work with you. And it says here again, the internet's changing. It's evolving almost daily. What worked last decade, last year, or even last month may not work today. Plan on putting your profits back into your education. for a while at least, and plan on consistently and constantly working on that mindset for success. Listen, if you're somebody who's out there who's understands that that's something that needs to be done, but you're just not sure, just find somebody that you feel has that training, or is getting that training, and pick their brain a little bit and find out who they're learning from and why they chose that person, and start doing a little bit of homework, and find yourself and you want. This was important for me. I have to be taught by somebody who has education in their history and their background, who is an actual educator, but also who has skin in the game, who's teaching from experience, not someone who did something once upon a time, or who was in the right place at the right time and got kind of lucky. Talking about somebody who makes something happen and continues to make things happen over and over and over again, and who stays up on the latest in what's going on, and who knows how to teach, who has a program that will literally take a person step by step through a succession of lessons that you have to be kind of held accountable for, and so a real course, a real teaching experience was important for me, and I chose ANSIG and daily marketing coach. I encourage all of you out there. I want to thank you for for watching today, and for continuing. And if you want ongoing tips, tools, and techniques for internet marketers, particularly the beginner, please visit my blog, brettgurney.com, and also my YouTube channel, youtube.com/brettgurney. I'm putting up a lot of videos. I'm putting up a lot of blog posts. As I learn, I teach. I blog about it, video about it, pass it on, teach it. And I would love any comments. I hope you got something of value out of this today. Okay, and I will see you. Have everybody have a good week, and I will see you on the next video or on the next blog post. So long, everyone. Bye.